Hey guys, Marsing here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and so earlier today, of course, we got the details for the upcoming Hit and Kaioken Goku Dual Dokkan Fest for Golden Week 2025. I did a video going over their details. I also did a video going over the data download and everything we know about the celebration so far, and there definitely has been an interesting response to the characters' kits. Kind of a mixed response, sort of one-sided, especially for one of the characters. But I have seen some positivity here and there. But it's been overall a very interesting response to these Golden Week headliner characters. So we are going to go over the replies to this thread. I always do this now for like new units, just to get an idea of what people think on these units after initially seeing their details. Obviously, once we get to see characters in game, opinions can change, although I know early showcases are out for these guys already. But I thought we'd just get a good gauge on where the community is on these units, at least from seeing their kits after the initial release. And as I said on here, like, what do you guys think of the units? Not just the kits and animations, but also as a choice for Golden Week, because I know we've mentioned before, this is a Dual Dokkan Fest that people have wanted to see for quite some time. So I think it's probably going to be one of those things now, with the general reception to these characters, people that have been waiting for this Dual Dokkan Fest for a long time, maybe will be disappointed, who knows. But we'll go ahead and jump into the replies. So as always with these kind of videos, I let this post sit for a few hours and then obviously record. If you watching this video when it goes up and you did reply but you don't see your reply here, obviously it's possible you replied after I'd recorded, or you just didn't see the tweet, or you don't use Twitter. So do let me know what you guys think of the units down below in the comment section here on the video as well. So we do have a post from a reply here from Truth. As a choice for Golden Week, I think it's a great pick. This arc had literally zero representation during Modern Dokkan. No characters at all with animations past 2016, which is true. I think it is a good pick for a Dual Dokkan Fest. And then the funny thing is, I said, what about the kits? Because I've already seen the title of his Goku showcase. I know he doesn't like him, but he didn't reply to this. The one reply to that is from somebody else. But yeah, I definitely think it is a good pick. It's not like the most hype for me. I've said before, you guys know, it's no big secret. Like, I'm not really super hyped about a lot of stuff from Dragon Ball Super outside of like the Goku Black arc. But I do think it's a good choice. I think it's a long awaited and like deserved Dual Dokkan Fest. So I'm perfectly happy with the choice, even if it's not like the #1 most popular pick for me personally, right? So we got our boy Vector. I don't think it's a secret that I'm not the biggest fan of this arc. Yeah, man has been on a hatred arc on Twitter, I've seen. But man, I still wish they locked in. I wanted Blue Kaioken to be a super fun Giga Chad unit that could bring some of the fun back to Dokkan for me. Hit's good at least, but I ain't summoning for him. Yeah, fair. I mean, Blue Kaioken definitely had potential, right? Being a Goku, being on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Realm of Gods, all this kind of thing. Like, he could have been easily the best TUR in the game, as Golden Week units have been for the last few years, and with all the categories and everything that he is on, like, he definitely had a crazy amount of potential, which does seem to have not been met, which is unfortunate. Mega Nice, the single summon menace. My Goat Cell just got 2 more amazing units to his team, so I'm happy with this selection of theme over Daima. Maintaining agenda is our top priority. I mean, yes, the STR Cell Defender. I mean, I think it's good that they did go into another like celebration that is more tournament participants buffs, because I feel like that team, even with the Cell celebration and then Pycon coming out, who doesn't really gel super well with Cell, like, it's just a lot more buffs for the tournament participants setup. Hit actually links quite well with Pycon, and Pycon obviously has that support, so that's quite interesting. So yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Shout out to Mario. The guy does a lot of the art for the channel. Make sure you check him out. The guy is always putting out fire art, so do check him out. I'm very disappointed Golden Week is not Daima, to be honest. I don't get why they're saving so much material for Blue Kaioken. Like, they're going to release an LR when Dokkan hits 14th year. Okay, lol. Banner units are worthless. Goku is very restricted and not that good. Hit is better, but meh. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really remember the Hit versus Goku fight that much. I know the animations do feature, especially once he actually is in the standby. The animation has like the extra thing with like the protective dome being broken by the Kamehameha. I'm not sure how much more there is for Blue Kaioken Goku. I know there is like is it called the Dragon Hammer, like the uppercut fist thing that he has in, I know he has it in Fighters, right? But yeah, I know a lot of people are disappointed that it wasn't Daima. That was like the #1 prediction, I think, from most people. Prof says, I couldn't care less. It's like DB Saga. Nice for those who wanted it, worthless for the rest. For me, I never really liked anime-only stuff, so I don't really see the appeal in this fight. But hey, I'm ready for part 2. LR Manaka. Could you imagine? Giga Janemba, Kaioken and Hit look like fun. However, I do feel like with both units, they have things holding them back, and I think they should have went all out for one of the most iconic moments in Super, whilst also being the first representation of this moment since 2016. I don't know if one of the most iconic moments in Super, but it definitely was cool early on, seeing like the stacking blue with Kaioken and all that kind of stuff. Like it was definitely cool. I think it's more a case of they should have gone all out because it's Golden Week, and that's kind of what we expect. So that's, I think, probably the most disappointing thing. Annie, quite possibly the most disappointing unit ever. 9-year wait for mid. Yeah, I know Annie was super hyped for a new Kaioken Goku, and so is very, very disappointed with how this unit has turned out, which I think is fair. So we've got Oath7 says, I'm disappointed in Blue Kaioken Goku, but I can't say I didn't see this coming, as the other Kaioken Goku came out really wonky, Super Kaioken excluded. The character card arts look bad. They look flat out uninteresting. The SSR arts look like they give God Goku a run for best SSR art. I think the SSR art for Goku is actually pretty cool, with the just with the fist outstretched thing. I think that's decent. The TUR art for Goku is definitely not anything super crazy. The standby art I think is very good though, but Goku sacrificing HP to attack is so lame. I mean, yeah, this is a typical Kaioken thing. It is kind of annoying, but I guess he has things in his passive where he'll get extra buffs when he's on low HP, so at least it does work with that. And it is kind of funny because we've had a lot of characters come out over the last couple of years that have had restrictions for like transformations or active skills and stuff like that that require you to be on lower HP. And we've often complained, like, once the big teams are, you know, really stacked against the meta. It's a bit different now, I guess, because of the post-anti power creep, but we've always wanted the ability to, like, oh, it's like, I wish there was a way I could make myself lose some HP so I could get this transformation. And obviously this Goku doing multiple attacks that lowers his HP, like, does serve that purpose. But then when we're in content that is actually really difficult and bosses are hitting for like 6 mil, you kind of need like every bit of HP you can get. So it can be annoying for sure. AC, they are a tickets and skip and hope you get lucky. Yeah, like if you spend on the game, you buy the tickets, but you don't waste any stones, is essentially what he's saying here. Better to summon for them when they're not headliners, or I guess he just means like the free tickets as well, to be fair. Better to summon for them when they're not the headliners, because aside from here, everything else is a woof. Yeah, the banner units just do seem straight up bad, which is really, really annoying, because last year we got the physical Gotenks with the Angel Goku, who was pretty good, and then the Tech Evil Boo with Fat Boo, who was pretty good as well. In fact, I think Tech Evil Boo was like considered up there with being one of the better banner units, like on release. So this is really disappointing. General, great skip for the theme. As a kit, nothing to hype me up. I stack at least for Tanabata. Yeah, this is the thing. If people aren't that interested in Super or like the hit Kaioken, like the Universe 6 tournament particularly, then obviously, like I said, for me personally, it's not like a major hype choice. But that's the thing. For me, I only care about like if the units are good and like fun to use. So even if the characters aren't hype from like the moments in the shows or movies, like if they're good and go on the teams I like to run, then that's good enough for me. So even though I'm not super hyped for the theme, I would have been really happy for these guys if they were really good, but obviously that doesn't seem to be the case. Lewis says, I think Hit is better than Goku because Hit stacks attack and defense and Goku loses HP when supering. That could cost you the run. I mean, that is true. You could get very, very close and then that be the difference between winning and losing, right? With him getting like multiple supers in a turn. Jade Rex says, I really like the choice of the units, but from what I've seen, Goku should have been quite a bit better. Hit is fine for the most part. Going to wait to see how the Easy A's hold up before making a full judgment. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, as I said, like early showcases are out, but it's always good to see the units in game, try them out yourselves, like, you know, test them out on different team builds and all that kind of stuff before making like a concrete opinion. And it's one of those things people, I guess this is a thing in general for life, not even just on the internet, but it's okay to change your mind, right? It's okay to have an original opinion when you see the units kits, and then when we see them in game or you try them out yourself, use them as a friend, like you can change your opinion with new information, right? So it'll be interesting to see, especially when like the celebration is fully done and we've gotten any extra EZAs and like the part 2 LR and stuff like that. Obviously, like, things like a good EZA or a good Part 2 LR isn't going to make a bad unit suddenly good, but we'll see how things are looking in terms of their performance and team builds and all that kind of stuff once we do get to the end of the celebration, I suppose. So Tala says, I think Hit is good and I'm glad. Goku is okay, I guess. Don't mind so much, as we will always get more Gokus. I'm also glad they finally got to this fight. Maybe we can see some other smaller but good fights come to Dokkan this year. I mean, yeah, that is one thing. Like, this is a dual Dokkan Fest that people have wanted for a while, and we now are finally getting it. So hopefully that's, you know, that's one more thing we've wanted to see crossed off the list. And hopefully we can move on to some other stuff that people want to see as well. So it'll be interesting to see what other stuff is coming down the pipeline for the year. Aaron says, gotta say, wonderful choice for Golden Week. We had no characters from the Universe 6 versus 7 arc, and now we do. Massive W on Dokkan's part. Also skipping and high YouTube. Yeah, fair. I want Trent, says, Kaioken's biggest issue is his damage or lack thereof. Same with STR Cell almost. There is no reason for them to be hitting under 20 mil, even at 55%, when Kid Buu and Physical Super Saiyan 3 are out damaging them. I mean, if we're talking about now, obviously, like, Kid Buu and Physical Super Saiyan 3 are EZA TURs, so I guess it's different. Like, I don't know what the right benchmark is. Should we be comparing, like, Dokkan Fest units that are coming out to units that are EZA'd? I mean, I guess that is fair, especially if the EZAs are a few months old, like those ones are, so... at least Daima Vegeta I can accept as a slot 1 support unit for shorter fights. Yes, I mean, you know it's bad if people are saying that, like, Daima Vegeta is better, because whilst I think maybe he's a little bit overhated, like, he is a unit that people did not like. So if someone's saying that even Daima Vegeta is better, that shows you how people feel about these new units. Kaioken Goku is decent, but I hate him because he's a super class. Hit is amazing. I love him because he's extreme class, and finally they're starting to make extreme class units for Festival of Battles. Yeah, because he's an infinite stacker. But yeah, I mean, infinite, like, Festival of Battles, it is what it is. Like I've said many times in the past, like, I'll do challenge runs on stream and I'll do, like, showing some units in there every now and then, but it's not an event I personally like to replay. But yeah, Hit being good for there is definitely a plus for him if you're someone who still needs to beat the event. Choice for Golden Week is fine, but kits, 3 out of 4 of the new units aren't good enough. I'm assuming the one that is probably just Hit, right? Because both the banner units seem pretty bad. Gaming Shrimp says it's been about 2 weeks. Welcome back, EZA, Physical Super Kaioken. To be real, it kind of threw me for a loop that they swapped Hits and Kaioken Goku's kits around, if you get what I mean. But it's a welcome and fitting change. I will be summoning for Hit. Well, they swapped their kits around. I'm actually not sure what it means by this. But there you go. So welcome and fitting change, and I'll be summoning for Hit. Yep, that's fair. Characters are hype, but kits are meh. Gonna say for my boy. Yeah, that's fair. Diamond would have been nice, but this is the second best option for me. Like, like I say, this is a much anticipated dual Dokkan Fest. There were definitely people that wanted it. Cell gave his life so that Hit can run. I mean, Hit does seem good, right? Good extreme unit. He's going to be on Cell's team. He doesn't have a domain, which a lot of people were potentially expecting, just for, if nothing else, the memes of all the domains going to extreme class characters. We have Zetsu saying animations are disappointing, especially on Goku, because he still has so much unused material. Goku's kit is wonky, but I like the way the standby is designed. I do. I think the standby design is cool, where you can put him in slot 1, get all the orbs, he will always dodge, then he does an attack, then he dies, and does the counter thing. Like, that would be great if he was hitting super hard in that thing, but yeah, overall a bit disappointing. Hit just surprised me, though. His kit is amazing. Yeah, he does seem very good. If I had the chance to barber Piccolo, I'm doing it. He's so bad. Yeah, he does seem pretty awful, the banner unit Piccolo. Elfcon says, I like them as a Golden Week choice, but for 2026, not 2025, the best choice here would have been Daima. Kid Goku is way better than both of them. I like Glorio more than both Hit and Goku. I mean, Glorio is still very good, to be fair. Dom says, I'm so excited for Kaioken Blue Goku. I've been waiting for him to get a unit for years. Love the standby and the revive buffs. Hit is great. Banner units. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, some people are still excited to use the Goku, which is good. Alan says, great pick, great potential, super easy A's and normal easy A's. Too bad Goku isn't a hardcore heavy metal offense unit with how much he deals damage to the team instead of harming the boss. Yeah, true. Yeah, because I mean, he does 5% of your HP with his super attack effect, and I don't know if it's in the stamp or I think it might be just post standby, but like I know on one of his better turns he can get like 4 supers. That's like 20% of your HP gone, which is definitely kind of crazy. Cadestro says, why did it take so long? I mean, yeah, like I said, this one's been anticipated quite a lot. Fecto Stylus, great choice as a Golden Week unit. I told when Pycon was out, Hit was a good non-Pycon partner for him, sharing 5 links. We need a new Hit, so glad to see Uncle Amatsu sees my tweets. As a unit, I'm only summoning on Hit because he shares links with them. They're probably going to Easy A. Yeah, I'm going to make a video about the other potential Easy A's because, of course, we know about the Blue Goku Super Easy A, but I do very much think God Goku and Hit will Easy A during the celebration. Maybe not until Part 2 when the Part 2 LR comes out, but yeah, that'll be very, very good. Blood Raven says this needed to be a Dual Dokkan Fest at some point. Blows that this isn't Daima though. If Tanabata also isn't Daima, I'm going to be tweaking. Both on paper seem at least good. Hit number 1 TUR. Goku can make you lose 20% HP a turn and you're presumably running 2. I mean, yeah, that is very true, right? Especially if you're running double leads. The amount of HP you could end up losing in 2 turns is kind of crazy. Great choice for Golden Week. They work so well as a Dual Dokkan Fest. Plus they seem strong units and I love the arc. I mean, the thing is, like, they don't seem terrible, but I think obviously we're at a point now where, especially for big things like Golden Week, we expect the units to be of a certain caliber, right? Like I said, the last couple of years, the Golden Week TURs have been like, they've come out as like the number 1 and 2 TURs pretty much, or at least like both being top 3, top 5 at a bare minimum. Whereas like people just really seem very disappointed in this Goku. Like he's okay, like he's a good unit, but for a Golden Week headliner, I feel like that's not good enough, right? Wanted Daima, but this is a good choice. The Goku is trash design wise. I'm sorry, and the animations on both are okay. But the fact the active skill, specifically Goku, seems to be missing. Oh yeah, the scream, like the sound effects thing's not as good, right? Which just ruined the animations for me. Hit is good design. Looks like an L overall. Oof. Ophelia says them as a choice makes a lot of sense. I think as long as Kefla saves Dokkan in part 2, this is a perfect Golden Week. As units, Goku is bad. Hit looks like the best TUR. Really weird design choices with Goku and his numbers not being high enough. I mean, that is wild, right, for a Dual Dokkan Fest. If one of the characters people are saying could be the best TUR and then the other one is just bad. Like, that's really bad, like, balancing, obviously. As a choice, it's great, yeah. As a choice for Golden Week, absolutely deserved. In terms of the units themselves, Hit feels dodge reliant while they decided to screw up an iconic unit like Blue Kaioken. We waited so long for a new one and they definitely didn't make him good enough. I'm personally quite disappointed. Yeah, that does seem to be the general feeling. 2017 looking animations. I mean, I didn't think their animations were that bad, particularly. They're not like, you know, the craziest new best animations or anything, but I didn't think they were particularly bad. Choice is great in general, but the wrong timing. Kit-wise, Goku looks worse than Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Hit looks on the level of Kid Goku or even better. Both banner units don't look good. Yeah, very true. Sky says kind of what I predicted and hoped for. My hype has returned. Please be good. Tech, Kale and Khalifa Easy A. Yeah, I very much think they're going to Easy A. Thought it was a good choice for Golden Week, but we waited 9 years for Blue Kaioken Goku to be a unit that gives you agony to use and doesn't give you security. The Hit is very good and a card that will definitely help in Festival battles. Helix says Amatsu hates Kaioken. Yeah, a lot of people still obviously disappointed with the physical Super Kaioken Easy A, which is fair enough. They kind of fumbled it. I mean, that does feel like, again, the overall sort of consensus. As a kit, Goku is ass. Mid-Ku, Hit is the best TUR. Waited too long. They are a great choice. Choice absolutely amazing. Just very disappointed with Goku's kit and the lack of screaming in his animation. Killing my entire hype for the celebration. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sipping Hot Cocoa says kits are great. Banning units kind of iffy. Animations for the main units could definitely be better, especially Goku. He doesn't perform the Dragon Hammer. Yeah, this is the thing I was saying, right? I mean, this is the first person I've said that, like, because technically he's saying Goku's kit is great, which I think I've not seen many people say. But yeah, so as you can see, kind of a mixed bag. A few people still sort of being positive, still being a bit excited for the Goku. But overall, general consensus is to be that Goku is just not good enough. Hit does obviously seem to be well received, but Obviously, and hits are always in an interesting spot because they're extreme units without big bad bosses with like limited categories. So it'll be interesting to see how the team and everything pans out once we have all the units. Like I said, all the units, all the easy A's, and we see what the final like builds of the team are looking like. But as you can see, overall consensus is that no, Goku is not good enough. Hit potentially is the only one who is. But let me know what you guys think down below. Like I said, if you didn't see your comment in the video because maybe you'd replied after I recorded or you just didn't see the tweet, let me know your thoughts on Goku and Hit down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.